18th, 2020, it was 2 days after her 98th birthday.
And was she residing in B County at the time when she passed?
Yes, sir, at 173 Quail Trail.
Okay. Now, my understanding is the necessity for us having to go through this probate or this administration is that we have some funds that are payable to the estate that need to be transferred over to the beneficiaries under the will. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, my understanding is that Mrs. Reagan left a will, and that will is dated October 7th, 1999. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court take judicial notice of both the death certificate that has been filed with the court indicating that Mrs. Reagan has passed away, and also that the will has been filed with the court.
Yes, sir.
The court takes judicial notice of that. Mr. Estrada, you may proceed.
I'm sorry, I'm talking out of turn.
That's okay, Mr. Reagan. No, this is a very informal process.
So, Michael, continuing on, after that will was made, no marriage of your mother's was dissolved. She didn't get a divorce or anything like that after she made that will. I believe your father predeceased her.
Right. No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. She didn't have any children after she made that will?
You're right. She did not have any children.
Okay. And Michael, that will names you as the independent executor of her estate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. That is everything I have, Judge. At this point, I would ask that the court admit the will that has been filed with the court to probate and issue a letters testamentary to Mr. Reagan. I believe the will stipulates no bond for Mr. Reagan, and we'd ask the court admit the will to probate and issue letters.
The court, subject to receipt of the oath, I will admit the court will enter an order admitting the will to probate upon submission of an order that conforms to the requirements. And then please get Mr. Reagan's fully executed oath to us. Miss Olive, are you there? Yeah, there she is. Mr. Loya is my court coordinator. Miss Olive is our probate clerk, by way of introduction. Can we e-file the oath? Can the oath be signed remotely and sworn to and then just simply e-filed, or does the court require the original? Did y'all catch that? I don't know if I could hear her. She says e-file is fine. So
okay.
Estrada, you can get the oath signed remotely. Mr. Reagan, I think you're in San Antonio. I want to say San Antonio, but I could be totally wrong.
Wimberley.
Somewhere.
Wimberley.
Oh, Wimberley.
Yeah.
Well, you're much luckier than we are.
Been here 40 years, and you look like your father.
Oh, thank you. I think. No, thank you, Mr.
I grew up in Beeville, went to school with Bill, was 2 years younger. I think your father was 2 years older than me. And,
yes, sir.
And your grandfather was a really good friend of my family.
Yes, sir. The Reagan family was wonderful and has always been wonderful to us. And I've heard lots of stories about it's anyway, we can talk about it for hours, but it's always enriching and positive. How many letters testamentary will you need, Mr. Estrada?
Judge, I think two will suffice, one for our file and one for the client.
Okay. Mr. Reagan, on behalf of myself and my staff and the county clerk staff, please accept our sincere condolences on your loss. It's easy, and I get into it a pretty relaxed atmosphere, sure. And it's easy for all of us, and we're just trying to move the process forward for you and your family as efficiently as possible. But it's easy for everybody to forget that we're dealing with real people who are suffering from a real loss, and so it bears reminding for ourselves as much as for you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Is there anything further that needs to come before the court on this matter, Mr. Estrada?
No, Judge, that is everything, and we will get the oath administered, and we will have an order submitted to you this morning to get it taken care of.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you all for
Thank you
being
for your
here.
time,
and all
Judge.
excused. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Estrada.
Thank
Have a
you.
good morning.
Care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.